Hey guys, what's up? Mike McDonald here, just coming out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. And do you ever wonder how to do an effective testimony for your network marketing business? Or, maybe you're new and you feel that you can't have a good testimony because you're new. Or maybe you're throwing, parties for your organization, you're doing presentations and you have people that are doing testimonies, but they're horrible, and they're saying weird stuff. So today's video, I just want to talk about how you can have an effective testimony for your business, and even if you're new, so it doesn't really matter. So basically, the layout that you want to have for your testimony is this. So one, before you got started in the business, that's who you start with. Basically the fact that you got started, and then how it's positively impacted your life. So with your story and your testimonies, you want to keep it to 30 seconds or less. And if you're doing live group presentations, you want to have a lot of people up there that have a bunch of quick testimonies. They don't want to be drawn out 3, 4, 5 minute testimonies. People don't really care. Again, it's like you want to have quick, impactful testimonies, and that's where you're going to get the best results. That's the best way to have social proof. And again, what's cool is you can be brand new in your business and you can still have an effective testimony if you follow this 3-step system. So again, the first step is what were you doing before you started? So before you saw the business, what career did you have? Were you working in retail? You were working 40 hours a week? You're a stay-at-home mom? You had your own business? You're working in corporate America? You were broke? You're a college student? Whatever. So whatever background that you had coming into the business. And another thing you want to add on top of that is, what was your limiting belief? And what did you think was your hold that was going to hold you back? So for me, I may say something to the fact, I was working as a nutritional consultant, I was bartending and serving, and I wasn't a great people person, and I was pretty introverted, so I didn't know if I'd be able to do it. So that could be one aspect. Or I didn't really have a huge network, I was new to the area, so I didn't think I was going to be able to be successful. Or I was super busy, I had 2 jobs, or I was working 80 hours a week at my job. I was busy with the kids and I didn't think I'd have time to do it, whatever. So you want to have your background, what you were doing, and what your limiting belief was before you got started. It could be the money, the time. You didn't think you could do it. You didn't have sales skills. You didn't have people skills, whatever the case is. That's basically what you want to start with. And then the next step is saying, but you still got started, or you figured it out, or, I didn't think I would have the time to get started and didn't think I'd have the time to do this, but I figured it out, I made the time, and I got started. Boom. Or, I didn't think I'd have the money to get started. Times were tough. I was struggling, but I moved some things around. I sold some stuff and I found the money to get started. Or, I borrowed the money, or I figured out a way to make it happen and I got started anyway. So that's basically step number 2, is that you tell them that you got started, or you figured out, you overcame your objection and you got started in the business. And then the third step is just how it's impacted your life. So again, it doesn't have to be huge. You don't have to say something like, now I'm making $10,000 a month and I'm completely free. I do whatever I want at this point and I control my life. Like, yeah, it's a great testimony, but a lot of people aren't going to be able to relate to that right away. So it could be something small. Maybe your company, for example, you're able to waive your monthly fees after you get 4 or 5 people started, or maybe you have qualified to have your products for free, or you've gotten your first customer at this point. So you could say something to the effect of, hey, my background was XYZ, this was my limiting belief, I got started anyway, and so far I've gotten my first customer, I've been in a week, this is awesome. Or it could be results on the products. So that's another thing, you really want to use your products with your business, because if you have a great product testimony, it doesn't necessarily matter that you don't have huge business results at this point. So again, maybe you work in weight loss or something like that, and you could say something to the effect of, I've been on the products for a month now and I've lost 10 pounds. Like, this is awesome. Thank you, XYZ company. Or maybe you've been on a trip with your company and you talked about how awesome it was, or you've saved some money on the products that you're buying versus getting them somewhere else. Or, you've made a couple hundred, you've been in a month or so and you've gotten a first couple customers, got your first paycheck. Or, maybe you have created that lifestyle right now. So you have made it XYZ money. So it's down the road. And again, it doesn't really matter. So you just fill in what kind of results and how it's impacted your life. Maybe I have more free time now I can spend with my kids, or I've been able to cut back at my job, so I'm only working part-time now. instead of 50 hours a week. So it doesn't really matter, again, what your testimony is, but you can keep it at 30 seconds and keep it in this layout of, again, what you were doing before you got started, your limiting belief, step 2 that you did get started, and step 3 and how it's positively impacted your life. And if you can cram that in, which shouldn't be very hard, to a 30-second window, you're going to get the most results with your testimony. So again, you can do this when you're brand new, you've been around for a long time, and you can use this effectively with social proof in your group presentations by having a lot of people come up and doing quick 30-second testimonials. It'll be far more impactful than one person giving a 5-6 minute testimony, having those quick impactful stories. So again, hopefully you guys got value out of this video. If you did, feel free to throw out some hearts, tap the screen like crazy if you're watching on Periscope. And then if you are watching somewhere else, feel free to comment and share. And then if you are in network marketing, be sure to head on over to coachmikemcdonald.com/inviting. You're going to get my free audio training, the 14 proven keys to inviting for your business. So a lot of people struggle because they don't say the right things to their prospects or to their warm market, so people don't check out what they're doing. So if you learn the correct way to prospect and the correct way to have people look at your business, you're going to get a lot more results faster. So again, to get access to that, head on over to coachmikemcdonald.com/inviting. Just enter your name and email and you can download that. And then I will throw up the link here in a sec so you can check that out as well. But really appreciate your guys' time. We'll talk to you soon.